Please give me the answer I need to make sure I get stenciled on this plaque.
Jake Kumaro? Who in the fuck is that?
Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's the Kvish, back here with another team preview. This time we're looking at Robert and Templars. A guy who's controlled the East Division now for the last 3 years, 3 East Division titles. A guy who is also 0-3 in the playoffs. Tells me every year he made it to the playoffs, so he's one and done. So, you know, tough for Robert, but he's a guy who's been here from the beginning, and let's just get into his lineup. So, quarterback, he's got his team there, his favorite quarterback, Dak Prescott. Running back, you got some guys who can catch the ball out of the backfield, and Powell, Bernard, and Jerick McKinnon, looking to get those PPR points. Wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins highlights this group, no doubt about that, but also reliable guys and veterans, Pierre Garçon and Michael Crabtree. Looking at tight end, a little bit weak there. You got Jermaine Gresham, Jesse James. None of them are really secured a #1 job. In the RWT hole, you got Swoop, Yeldon, and Switzer. Not much depth there to have in your starting lineup. Looking at your offensive bench players, you got Flacco and Simeon backing up Dak. Aaron Jones sitting there for 2 games, but he will be there for week 3. And Gallup and Williams could come in on spot starts for sure. Your kicking game, Mason Crosby for the Packers. I mean, they should put up some points, so that should be decent. On defense, you got the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys leading the charge. So, you know, options there to pick who you want week to week. Defensive line, you decided to keep J.J. Watt, and all the reports say he's looking pretty good, so it might work out for you, paired up with Geno Atkins. Linebacker, you got Barron, Trevathan Van Noy. Cornerback, Brandon Carr, Davis Denard. Defensive players, Talib, Suggs, and T.J. Watt, and on the bench you got T.J. Carey and Cam Chancellor, who I think might not even play ever again. So the reality is, I hate to say this, but Robert, you're probably the least active owner this year in the LOC. You've never been really one to check every day, I know that, but you are active when the season starts. But I think right now, because of that, it's affecting how you will perform this year. I see you going 3-9 before Flex Week 13 and being the second of 3 teams who will fall to Tier 2. We previewed the Architect last week. This week we preview you, as you're the first playoff team from last year we preview. And I have you not making the grade this year. So, I could be wrong. It'll be interesting to see how things go. But I do see Robert and Templars, after 4 years, I guess this is the 5th season in the league, falling to Tier 2.